Hey guys, I'm Ouroboros, and let's play Persona 5 Royal. It is April 24th, and guess what? It's Sunday, but also, in case you couldn't tell by the length of the video, we are finally going into the palace today. Where should we head up to meet into the palace? The rooftop will work. Won't it be locked though? It should be fine, it's always open. Got it. Anyway, what's our plan for today? I'll go. Let us know once you make up your mind.
Hey!
Was that Ryuji and Lady Ann? You guys haven't been back to the hideout even once. You're gonna get expelled if you don't steal Kamoshida's heart, so go meet up at the hideout. So you will be forced to meet up at the hideout today, but we're gonna come here anyway.
I hope you all understand that our time limit is May 2nd.
We basically just have to go to that castle and steal the treasure from Kamoshida, right?
But wait, what even is a treasure? I want to know that before we do anything.
A treasure is the physical form of the palace ruler's distorted desires. In other words, it's the core of the palace. Once we steal it, the palace will crumble. I think. Having said all that, even I don't know what Kamoshida's treasure is going to be.
And where can we find it?
There's no way of knowing that until we go in and find out. But if I had to guess, I'd say he has it locked up somewhere in the depths of the palace.
I think I get it now. We just gotta find the treasure, yeah?
Pretty much. There's just a lot we won't know until we go in. In any case, our objective is to find the treasure's location somewhere in the palace. Make sure we go about this with time to spare so we can avoid any unforeseen circumstances. I expect great things from you guys.
Okay, so before infiltrating a palace, you can hold a meeting and listen to your friends' opinions and decide on the best course of action. Selecting Infiltrate Palace will take you to the palace. You cannot purchase items while in a palace, so make sure you're prepared. It will be nighttime when you return from a palace. If time runs out, it's game over. Keep an eye on the time remaining. Like I said, we are going to the palace today, but not yet. I promise. We will get there. We just have one thing that we need to do before we can go there. So we are going to go to the Shibuya Underground Walkway, not the mall, the walkway. And there's something that we can buy each Sunday that's going to help us out with social stats. It is at this little drink stand. So, we skip through this dialogue real quick. Awojiru. I don't know how to say things. I'm going to mess up a lot of things when I play this game. Just go along with it. I don't speak Japanese. I took German in high school. The beauty shake thingy. Let's go ahead and buy one. And this is something that, like I said, you can buy every Sunday, and it will improve some of your social stats. And today, it should be Charm. Am I right? Am I right? Yes, it is Charm. And now that we've done that, now we're going to go back to the hideout.
Okay.
And now we're going to infiltrate the palace. So, finally, after all this time, we can head into the metaverse. We can start working through this. And as you can tell, we've got a long episode planned for today.
But damn.
What's up?
Nothing. I was just thinking we should choose a code name for you too.
A code name?
I'm Skull, he's Joker, and that's Mona.
Judging by your costume,
I mean, she's got that tail and stuff, so... What do you think?
Sexy cat. She'll like that, right?
Wait! Is that what you're going to call me from now on? I am so not down with this.
What do you want to be called then?
Something better than just a little cat. Maybe... Panther? That sounds pretty cool, doesn't it?
Huh? Why?
'Cause it sounds more... ferocious?
she's a cougar.
Don't call me that! More importantly, Kamoshida.
Oh, right. Let's go.
Can we finally get there? We're gonna get a little bit more dialogue.
All right,
dialogue.
Let's start fresh and get going.
It's game time from this point forward. I'll teach you guys the basics of infiltrating a palace as we go.
Yeah, but not quite yet.
My master would like a word with you.
Looks like Igor wants to speak with us. Guess there's nothing we can do but head into the Velvet Room and see what he has to say. Probably something important knowing him.
The prisoner has returned.
Well done. it seems you have remembered my words. You truly make it worth rehabilitating you.
What does rehabilitation mean?
I am not attempting to withhold information from you. The essence of the rehabilitation that you must complete will be explained in due time. Once you encounter allies who share your ideals and discover your place in reality, only then will I explain it all. Such a day should not be far off. This time, I wish to introduce you to the aid we are providing.
What kind of aid?
Due to your potential in wielding the power of the wild card, you can handle more than one persona. That power holds infinite possibilities. We will assist you in nurturing that potential. To that end, we must execute your persona.
Execute them?
Do not be alarmed. Personas are personalities that exist within you. Thus, you will only be discarding old personalities to have them be reborn as new ones.
Alright, what do we got here? So, this is Persona Execution, if it'll go. So normally I let the game talk when it's doing stuff, but this is a really, really long tutorial, and I will explain it. So if we select our Sen, we can pick another persona to sacrifice to get another one. So let's say we use our Sen and Pixie, we get Agathion, and it'll be the new persona. So we'll sacrifice those two in order to get a more powerful one. We can also pass down skills.
You'd like to inherit.
So with this one, I'm going to pass down Aha, since it is kind of hard to get curse skills early on. The amount of skills depends on how much you level up your personas, and your personas will also go ahead and get more XP from fusion the higher the confidant rank is. So you can see Agathion is of the Chariot Arcana. The more we advance the Chariot Arcana, the more XP it'll get. That's what the Arcana burst is that we got very early on from Igor. So if we select this, we should get a little cutscene. Yep.
I am Arsene, the other you who exists within. Though I may disappear this moment, I shall always be at your side. We shall meet again when your fate reaches its conclusion.
And with that very gruesome cutscene out of the way, we have fused Agathion. This is how fusion works in this game. It is a little bit more aggressive than normal, but you can see because of the Arcana burst, we get, or the XP burst, or whatever it's called, we do get Lunge as a physical skill.
Ah, how impressive. A stronger persona has been born from the body and blood of the old. It shall be your new strength.
What do you mean by that?
Its worth will be made clearer when you return to the field of battle.
Gather personas and bring them here. Gather a great many, execute them, and continue to give birth to even stronger personas. Developing your powers as such will play an integral role in the stand against ruin.
So that your rehabilitation goes well, we have a variety of rituals to choose in regard to executions.
And depending on the effort you put in, our master might consider further development of new rituals.
Cry your tears of joy, inmate.
Your heart is steadily gaining the strength of rebellion. It seems your rehabilitation is proceeding smoothly. A joyous fact indeed. In anticipation of this, I have prepared a gift for you. I hope that you shall accept it.
I feel a deepened connection with Igor. And we get full rank 2. With that, we unlock Third Eye. This is basically a way to highlight different objects in-game when we're in the metaverse to see if we can interact with them. We'll get to that a little bit later. You can use Third Eye, It will reveal various fins, kind of like I said. We'll see more of it later.
That is a thief's skill, allowing one to tap into their sixth sense and see what is hidden in the dark. I believe you can handle it now. May you continue devoting yourself to further rehabilitation.
Now then, if you have any requests, we will heed them.
We won't do that quite yet. We only have 2 personas right now, so we'll come back at another time. And all the stuff we just learned is in tutorials. I'll get into that a little bit more later once we have, I'd say more time, but clearly we've got a long road ahead of us today.
Something wrong? You were just standing around all of a sudden.
To my teammates, it looked like I wasn't moving.
Why are you spacing out like that? It's kind of hard to tell what you're thinking sometimes.
Let's just say he's a man of high caliber. We're counting on you, Joker.
Okay, we can finally infiltrate after so many episodes.
So, where do we start?
Just kidding.
Let's head to the safe room we found last time. It's in the first floor of the west building. That's pretty close to our usual entrance. It should be a pretty decent starting point.
Safe room?
It'll make sense when you see it. Well, let's head out.
Quick travel, you can press R, it's warping. You can warp to different safe rooms. You also have Thieves Guild, which can help you out in different ways. That's a online feature. Anyway, let's just get started. It's been so long, so many tutorials, so many things. Huh? What's up with this place? It's a gap in the cognition, a safe room, if you will. Yeah, still not getting it. Right? I'm fuzzy on the details, but I think it's some kind of spot where shadows can't find us. Huh. I didn't think a place like that existed in here. So what do we do in this safe room? Take a break, duh. Oh, and we talk about stuff too. So the place is for resting up and plotting. Got it. I guess I'll rest for a bit too then. Let me know when you're ready to head out, Joker. So we can talk to the team just kind of about our current progress in the palace. Nothing super crazy there. And Morgana gives us some stuff. You can use these items when you're in a safe room only, and they typically tend to be very, very powerful healing items.
Well,
But I am tired of talking, I'm tired of tutorials, I just want to get going. So if we head out, we can finally get started on this palace infiltration, and I have stick drift. You love to see it. Anyway, so...
now then.
Okay, yes, we've got tools. This is Thief Assist. These are items that you can use in the metaverse, but not in battle. You can also auto-heal, and we've got different things like smoke screens, which will hide us from enemies. But for now, let's get into our first battle of the day. Nice little ambush we got there. Who do we got? Who do we got? Who do we got? So, as we're doing this, I am going to try my best and look at my notes while also commentating and also doing shadow negotiation, which can be a little tricky. So I know you guys, you should be weak to electric. Yes. So I think if I take you out, Ryuji can Zeo you, and I think we can do negotiation. Yes. So let's talk. Lend me your power. So that's your move. Then I guess I'll talk first. I'll decide if I'm going to help you after. You know, up until now I did whatever I wanted. I knew it was going to catch up with me someday. If you're going to kill me, do me a solid and make it quick. Yeah, I won't make you suffer. I'm not convinced, seeing as it's coming from a kid wearing all black and a mask. Maybe it's the generation gap, but I can't get what your deal is, Sonny. What in the hell are you trying to tell me anyway? You're gonna die. Hey, where'd you learn to talk crazy like that? And with that, we have unlocked Bicorn. And I will finally be getting into Persona bios. Let's go ahead and start with our party members, with our very first Persona, Arsene. So, Arsene is based on the fictional character of Arsène Lupin, who was created by Maurice Leblanc, and is featured in a series of novels and short stories and stuff. He's kind of like Robin Hood in a sense that he steals things from rich people, but more like a gentleman thief type of guy. Like I said, he was featured in very many stories. He was created by Maurice Leblanc, which should sound familiar considering the cafe we've been staying in. He also has a crossover with Sherlock Holmes, of all characters. So that's a little bit about his background. In terms of his stats, yeah, he's meant to be disposable. So this is Persona. This is not like Pokemon where your starters are this super big deal. You're supposed to form a real emotional attachment with them. No, and you're supposed to get rid of them basically as soon as you can. They're not meant to be something that you bring along your journey. You're supposed to be constantly fusing personas, and the way they encourage you to do that is during the tutorial, basically having you... I don't know if they forced you to use Arsene in it, but they very, very heavily encourage you to use him. But they also make him super, super weak, and that's kind of the bulk of his stats. So if we look here, whoa, there's one here too. Okay, now that we've expanded our roster, let's try that thing. That thing? A way for us to gain the advantage during a battle. It's called a baton pass. Actually, I'll show you what I mean while we deal with the shadow. Okay, sounds good. Looks like we got another tutorial, because, you know, we haven't had enough of those yet. I guess Morgana's got a trick up her sleeve.
Okay, I'll show you an example first. You better watch closely. Zoro, show your light! Use this opportunity to baton pass and swap your turn with someone else.
Okay, so we got baton pass. So basically what this does is if we get a one more, we can baton pass to somebody else, and then they get to extend the turn. So, like, I'm with Joker right now. This isn't Joker's turn. This is still Morgana's turn, but I can act. So what do I want to do here? I think I can just gun. Yeah. And now that we've gotten another one more, we can baton pass to somebody else, and we can just continue to chain it basically through the whole party if we can. Your damage will increase as you go along, and if you get to the last person, you can see skill cost is 0 and damage up is +4. Whatever that means, but yeah. It is very strong in this game. It was changed in Royal. It was unlocked much later in Vanilla P5. Have I unlocked all you? No. I'm gonna auto attack though. It was changed in Royal to be unlocked here instead of late game in Vanilla, and it is very, very powerful. It makes a big difference in combat, so make sure you're utilizing this.
Nice going.
Great teamwork. I knew you guys would nail it. Improving yourselves is important, but learning to fight as a team is just as vital to our survival. Continuing to use baton pass as much as we can, just like I said. So if we look right now, this is a volleyball, actually. It's highlighted yellow. This is Third Eye. It just shows you objects you can interact with in the environment. And nope, not yet. We should have one more tutorial right up here, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. So, damn, there's one here too. Oh, well, guess we just gotta ambush it from behind again. Well, sure, if you want to go about it the orthodox way, but there's a more stylish route.
Listen up.
See those sofas on the sides of the hallway? Hide behind those so you can get closer to the enemy. Once it's in range, jump on it and rip off its mask. Whoa, that does sound pretty damn cool. Hey, this isn't a movie. Joker, with your poise, you should be able to pull it off. Give it a try. So, we can hide behind objects by pressing A, and if we're hiding behind an object, we can jump from cover to cover. If we're behind cover and get to ambush an enemy, it's guaranteed. So if we just boop, boop, bop. That easy. Very, very simple. Makes ambushing enemies incredibly easy. So I guess I can get into the next bio of the next persona that we got, which is Zoro. Zoro is a masked outlaw in California who defended Hispanic people from the corrupt rulers, I guess. He was created by Johnston McCauley and is one of the first examples of a character with a secret identity. He has a black mask that he wears, and his real name is Don Diego de la Vega. He's known for kind of his acrobatics and skill with a lot of weapons, and also his signature Z that he would carve into things that he would be at. That's kind of it in terms of background. In terms of stats, Morgana is really the dedicated healer of the party. He does get some wind skills for coverage, but generally speaking, you're not going to be doing a ton of damage with him. He does get some physical skills here and there. They're not going to be doing much damage, but like I said, he is really the dedicated healer. That's what you're going to be using him for. That's what you should be using him for. But other than that, we've got more shadows here. I will say that Morgana does get Medea at level 11, which heals the whole party. And that can be very helpful early game, but it does start to fall off towards the end. His usability, he doesn't have a ton of tankiness. He's kind of he's kind of weak and frail. But we've got a hold up, and this is a new shadow. So lend me your power. You want to talk? As if. I won't lend my power to someone that's super lame. Why do you carry something like that with you anyway? You carry a gun because you think it'll make you more popular with the girls? That's right. Usually that, like, totally doesn't work. Why are you so interested in me anyway? I'll go out with you just for today if there's no strings attached. No strings attached? Yep, only for today. And with that, we have unlocked Mandrake. New persona. I will get to Mandrake in a minute because we still have Captain Kidd to get to. So, Captain Kidd. Original name is William Kidd. He was a captain for the British Navy and was tasked to hunt down pirates for the Earl of Bellamont. And he actually failed, and because of a changing political climate and lots of crazy things that happened, he was branded a pirate. He was tried and executed by hanging. So his history as a naval captain was kind of not what was remembered. It was more of kind of the romanticization of him as a pirate, hiding treasure, kind of things like that. Which I guess is kind of an unfortunate thing to be remembered for, but at the same time, he was remembered. And if we look down real quick, we do get a map. It's a map. It's how it works. In terms of stats, Ryuji is very, very, very strong as a physical attacker. One of, if not the strongest in the game. His trait, Raging Temper, is incredibly strong and gets even stronger later. We actually don't have access to traits right now. That's something that we will get later down the line. He doesn't get many passives or buffs. He gets electric skills for coverage, but really, if you're not using physical skills, you're kind of using Ryuji wrong. He doesn't get many more options. It's really just he whacks people, and he whacks them very, very hard. Very good physical attacker. So, with that being said, we have one more party member persona, and that, of course, is Carmen. Carmen is Ann's persona, and is based on, really, the titular character from Bizet's opera, Carmen. She also appears in a couple other things, but as an example of a femme fatale, she would seduce men and then basically move on, kind of disposing of them. However, she did know this would come back to bite her, and she was eventually killed by an ex-lover, but she was okay with this because she would rather die free than be tied down by a man. So that's Carmen. Ann, as a character, is a very, very, very strong magic user. Incredibly strong. Really, especially with Mastery of Magic, which reduces SP throughout the whole party and does get better later. You're going to be using a lot of magic skills. She also does get a mixture of support skills. She gets Tarunda, which lowers one enemy's attack at level 11, which is fantastic for boss fights. And she's just so strong throughout the whole game. Deals tons of damage, does get healing skills in addition to the support skills, and is just such a good member throughout the whole journey. If you ever see somebody with Ann in their party, don't blame them. She's very good. So, I am going to wait just a little bit before getting into the next bio, because we do have a little thing coming up here that I do want to talk about. But from here on out, I'm just going to be going through them, I don't know, in alphabetical order or just a random order. By appearance, I don't remember what I ordered this, but it's going to be easier for me to keep track of, just so that I don't redo bios over and over, forget or miss one. But we do have a locked chest here. We can use one of the lock picks that we got. And get, drumroll, Night Watch armor. So if I go into equipment, I believe that's an upgrade. Yes, big upgrade. And then there should be a safe room right here as I grab the rusted handcuffs, which, oh god, love to see it. So we got a safe room. We unlocked a new warp point, and figured I should mention this now. If I press save, you can see I already have a save in this palace. This isn't my first time doing this episode. Fortunately, it was when I took a break partway through the dungeon. But this isn't my first time doing this. I went to record it, and then I had to check the footage for something, and I learned that the footage was all messed up. The quality was bad. I changed some settings in OBS, and it turned out ugly as hell, so I had to go back and re-record this. So enemy strength, we can use our third eye to see the color. Blue is lower level, yellow is the same level as us, red is higher. So if we use third eye, we can see this guy is yellow down here. Let's go here, and he saw us, so this is going to be a neutral battle. Hopefully I don't mess this up. Anyway, I guess we can down these guys and see if we can recruit one of them. Talk. Lend me your power. Then let's talk. I gotta find out if you're a weird human or not. I know what this is. My mom was talking about it the other day. It's that domestic violins thing, right? Things okay at home? I'm fine, but that's what they all say, huh? Oh, in the mail, I got a letter with my name on it, but it was from someone I don't know. What was that, anyway? Oh, it was a love letter. I'm just a kid, though. I thought love letters were only for grown-ups. And with that, we unlocked Cait Sith. So, now that we just got Cait Sith, I will get into the other bios, starting with Jack-o'-lantern. Jack-o'-lantern was previously known as Pyro Jack, but has changed names to Jack-o'-lantern. And it comes from the Irish folklore of Stingy Jack, which is just the best name to be remembered as. So, Stingy Jack is the spirit of a man who wandered around his night as either a turnip-headed or a pumpkin-headed soul. And kind of the name Jack-o'-lantern comes from it's been associated with Will of the Wisp, which it looked like a Jack of the Lantern because it looked like a lantern, and that's how it ended up with the name. Nothing really else to say about that. It can be, like I said, it can be associated with Will of the Wisp because it looks like a light that was similar to a lantern. In terms of stats, it's not great, but it's probably going to be your first fire persona for Joker. It does come with Racunda, which lowers one enemy's defense, which can also be good for boss fights, and does get Dazzler, which inflicts Dizzy at level 5, which can be helpful. Statuses are pretty good in Persona 5 for some things we'll see later down the line. And realistically, you're probably not going to use Jack-o'-lantern too much, other than early on in this palace, and then to pass down Augie later down the line. And I guess next one we can talk about is Pixie. So, Pixie originates from Southwest English folklore. It is commonly confused with fairies, although they're not the same. They're small creatures who play pranks on people. They vary in size from smaller than a hand to that of a small child. They're mischievous, but not really harmful. Just don't follow their voices or you may not return. Yeah. Some of the lore on these characters, on some of the personas, can be a little dark, but that's okay. In terms of stats, Pixie's probably gonna be your first Zeo persona, and also gets Dia, which heals one ally down the line. It's not really good at all, but again, early game options are pretty limited, so you gotta kind of take what you can get. Okay. So you're probably gonna use it when you need it, which is now. So we got some more bars here. Looks like we gotta use our third eye and pull on this goat lever thingy chain. I don't know what it's called. And I'm pretty sure, yes, there's another one around here. And we should be coming up on one of our first, I guess, puzzles in the game. So let's head into what looks like a dining room.
Is
Boy, there are an awful lot of bars in here for being what looks like a dining room. I just said that. Yeah, sure looks like it to me. Now, according to the map, looks like there's something over that way.
Nice.
There's a path beyond those bars there. Looks like they're making things tougher for us yet again. It shouldn't be too bad. Let's just get it done. Okay, so looks like we got some bars all around here. Can I just walk through here? Looks like I can't, but there is an item over here. So like I said, this is kind of our first puzzle. It's going to be a switch puzzle where we pull things. Some bars open, some bars close. You got to figure out how to go to advance. So since I did this very, very recently, because I'm bad at recordings, I know how to do this, and I'm just going to kind of fast forward through some of these cutscenes because it is a little lengthy. But we can jump up here into this little hallway ventilation shaft type of thing. And we actually need to go back. I was wrong. I was so I was so confident in myself, and then it just didn't work. We actually need to go back here, and we need to pull this guy before we advance, because that will open up the room with the chest that we saw that we couldn't get to. So I guess while I've got some time, I just want to talk about some of the things that I think about, because obviously if you've been to my main channel, you know I love this game with a dying passion. That opening in the casino is just so well done. Super good, super high stakes, super action-packed.
Hey, wait!
And we get some gross laundry that we can fix up near LeBlanc at the laundry spot, but God, that opening, it just hooks you in. Like, you know, if you've played Persona 4, you know that game starts really, really, really slow. And while there is like 4 hours of tutorial in this game, that comes after the intro, but God, that intro just hooks you in so well. It's really incredible. And then this Kamoshida arc is so spectacular. Like, I mean, the whole thing with Shiho is really, 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 really well done. I love it so much. Like, I don't know. This game, it just does so much stuff so well. Yeah. I'm like at a loss for words. If you want to see like my full thoughts, you can go look at the full review on my main channel, which is Oro Talks. If you somehow found this channel without my main channel, this is something that got created recently. My normal channel, it's over a year old at this point. I do reviews and game analysis and more scripted stuff. This is something that I just wanted to do for myself, just as a fun little passion project. Nothing super crazy. I don't know. I guess you can call it low quality, low effort, low budget or something. I don't know. It's just something that I didn't see anybody had done for Persona 5. I actually checked like a year ago when I originally thought of doing it, and I couldn't find anything anywhere. And then like I went to check on the day of the very first episode, the prologue for this, and I found that somebody had done it for Persona 4 and had beaten me by just a year, and also somebody is doing it right now with Persona 5, so it's perfect timing. But I'm going to go ahead and talk to this Persona and see what we get. Well, we must talk things over first. I know nothing about you, after all. Excuse me, I believe this is considered sexual harassment. I insist you surrender yourself to the authorities. Oh, I apologize. If you think you'll have to apologize later, shouldn't that act as a deterrent for your bad behavior in the first place? If I were to die here, my existence up to this point would be rendered meaningless. But this is the way of life in this world, is all I've ever known. There are other ways to live. It bothers me that I cannot imagine a life outside of the one I have now. And with that, we have unlocked Silky, which is an awesome persona that I will get to later.
That's a new one, isn't it?
But for now, let's just move on. I think there is a tutorial coming up, so I'm going to hold off on BIOS. Yeah, because we've got a locked door right here.
Come on, man.
Yeah, it's just, they're just telling us I didn't mean to press A again.
Looks like it's locked. Guess we'll have to find another
I think
route.
there's something right here that we can break. Trying to grab all these things. If you see the things with like the little gold bars next to the icon, or as the icon, that just means you can sell it later, and we are going to need lots and lots of money coming up. So I'm trying to grab all the stuff that I can get so I can cut down on the money grinding. right here,
Nice.
Morgana is just basically saying that we can ambush enemies from up top. So if we just press A, we can hop down. And since I did this recently, like I said, I know that this is a tutorial. So I'm just going to whack him because you can't kill him. And if I just speed through this, please, please, please. I don't have Rush active, which we'll get to later. I'm just going to mash A. Ryuji, of course, misses. So, Jack-o'-lantern is going to talk to us. Please. Begging for life. When an enemy is in a dire situation, it may try to bargain for its life, enabling you to negotiate it and possibly gain a persona. A shadow's personality determines how likely it is to beg. Timid shadows are more likely to beg, while irritable shadows won't beg very often. So, since we already have Jack-o'-lantern, I'm just going to ask for some money. Item might have been good, but basically if a persona is close to death, there's a chance that they'll beg. It makes it very easy to capture them. You can also basically guarantee money or items. Sometimes if you ask for a money or item, they'll be like, no, I don't want that. I didn't realize even shadows beg for their lives. It's actually kind of surprising. Shadows have emotions too, you know. Of course they'll be afraid if you corner them like that. Might be worth purposely creating such situations to get them to beg for their lives. The shadows seem to have different attitudes too. If we take advantage of that, negotiations may go smoothly. I'll try to let you know what kind of answers the shadows want to hear, depending on their personalities. Basically, they have different personalities. Depending on the personalities, they'll like different answers. Basically, the first answer never matters. It's the second answer that does. If you get the second answer right, you will 100% capture them. If you get the second answer wrong, they'll go back to combat. There is a middle option, so you've got good, neutral, and bad. If the second option that you pick is neutral, they'll usually give you some money or items. But we did just get an accessory with a skill. So we look at our equipment. I know I'm going to put this on. We see Breeze Ring comes with Garu, and since she is a magic user, she's going to take good advantage of that. We don't need it for Morgana because Morgana already has that. And Ryuji is a physical attacker, so we don't really need him. We can unlock this door. It doesn't really do much since we won't really be going that way. But here we should have another awesome tutorial. Let's get into it. Man, looks like it's in pretty bad shape.
I don't think we're going any further this way.
Should we check somewhere else?
Wait, look up there.
What about it? Are we throwing a rope over that and climbing it?
Phantom thieves do things a bit more stylishly than that, and I know just what'll do the trick.
All right, what's Morgana planning? It's a glove. Gonna match the other one.
Good. Seems like it fits properly.
It fits like a glove. What did you strap onto me?
That's just a little something I've been working on in secret. The grappling hook lets you zip to hard-to-reach locations in a flash. You'll see what I'm talking about when you test it out. Go ahead, give it a try.
All right, so straight out of Smash Bros, we get a grappling hook.
Okay.
But I bet you'll be fine. If you're smart about it, Joker. Let's give it a try. So basically what happens, your left hand's gonna glow. Use your third eye, press L. I'm gonna grab this thing real quick, but it's flashing. Look up, press L. And we go, whoopoo. Whoa, what was that? You're all like, sha!
This is amazing.
Wow, you really can't do anything here if you think about it hard enough. Let's grab this chest. We got some more sooty gear that we can do laundry with, which is just so wonderful. And we get another tutorial. Lovely.
Hey.
Yo, that guy looks like bad news. Yeah, he does look pretty tough. Not only that, but it seems like he's more aware of his environment than the others. We'd better proceed with caution. So, this is a scary enemy. I am not going to challenge the scary enemy right now because I want to get into this safe room. And looks like usable. Yes, it does. Let's make a note of this place. Yeah. Do I want to save? I'll go ahead and save. I mean, I guess I got to overwrite this save. I love to see it. You just love to see it. Okay.
Let's go.
So we've got kind of a square type room with a bunch of small rooms and enemies patrolling everywhere.
Your true form.
Do we have another new shadow? Yes. So let's see if I can pull up. What's your weakness? You're weak to electric. I will just bop you first. Actually, it looks like we're kind of going to pick up the kill. So, let's just get into the next one that's on my list. I know we haven't encountered this yet, but it's going to be soon. And that is Incubus. Incubus is a male demon that would have sex with sleeping women. That's just so lovely to say out loud, and God, I hope my parents never watch this. Incubus is the male version of succubus, and repeated sex with an incubus could lead to illness or death. Oh, perfect. Incubus is right here.
Something else.
So, in medieval Europe, it was kind of used as a way to explain sexual fantasies, because, you know, the church just loved women having sex. You know, they were super positive about that type of stuff. But anyway, in terms of in-game, it is a utility persona. It's got a lot of not damaging stuff. It gets Tarunda, which lowers an enemy's attack at level 8, and it's not really good for Joker just because Joker should be doing damage. Or like I said, does have some utility. But let's talk to him. Then let's talk. I just can't lend my power to some Joe Schmo.
It looks scared to death.
This shit's hilarious. Why are you so desperate? I just want girls to like me. Girls? Is that a reason to hurt me like this? I guess that's true. You know, if you think about it, I'm basically your senpai. Just thinking about hierarchy, you should be showing me a little more respect, shouldn't you? Yeah, you're right, senpai. And with that, we get Incubus. Perfect timing. So, next persona on my list is Mandrake. If you've seen Mandrake... Oh, actually, we've got our stock full. Who do I want to boot? Mandrake? I'm going to get rid of Mandrake as we're talking about it. Mandrake, if you've seen Harry Potter, it's basically that. It's a plant, you pull it, it screams. It was born from the graves of guilty men, and again, that scream is so awful that it could potentially kill the listener, if not deal damage. We're picking up a book right now, and it is called The Queen Book. But it was used a lot in potion making. In terms of stats, it's like, there's a reason I got rid of it. It's really not great, even the context of right now. It does get energy drop, which cures statuses, which can be helpful early, again, because options are limited. And it does get lunge, which deals light physical damage, but realistically, you really, really shouldn't be using Mandrake. You've got so many better options, even right now. So, that would be my advice. Next on the list is Bicorn. Bicorn, I'm gonna say this so wrong, along with Chickavecchi, is a medieval and Renaissance European satirical beast, which is a lot of syllables. It was part panther, part cow with a human face, and obviously the design has been changed for Persona. It just kind of looks like an evil horse with two horns, which is called why it's called Bicorn. In terms of stats, really solid early physical attacker. Honestly, it gets apt pupil, which increases crit rate very early on at level 8. Which is great for the whole game, let alone early game. It gets Garu for coverage. Its trait, which again we don't have unlocked yet, is striking weight, which increases physical attack damage, which again is super, super good. Honestly, really awesome option for right now. Would definitely recommend picking up Bicorn if you can, if you get the negotiation right, but yeah, like awesome option for right now. Next is Agathion. Agathion were known as familiar or familiar spirits. They were spiritual guardians who would protect witches, but also sometimes just normal people. And because they would protect different types of people, it's kind of ambiguous whether they're considered malevolent or benevolent. Again, just kind of depending on who they worked for. In-game, stat-wise, it has good agility, which isn't the most useful stat.
Okay.
It does get Zeo at level 7, which can be good coverage for right now. It does have some mixed attacking potential, and we do get a Beefcake book, which is just delicious. And it does get Dia. Again, items are limited early game, options are limited early game, so it's a solid option, which is one of the reasons why it's kind of fused early.
A strong one.
So what's in here? We got another book. Said something strange. To catch your attention, Joker? Yeah, it did. We got the Slave book. So many awesome names. But with that, I think we can kind of progress down this hallway. I gotta be careful because there is another tough enemy. I don't really want to draw its attention, but we got a library. Oh, it's so musty. A library, huh? This definitely seems fishy. What do you mean? Come on, it's a library and a castle. There has to be some kind of secret mechanism here. Let's look around, Joker. Okay, well, it looks like there's another book here.
How suspicious.
What do we got? What do we got? It is the King book. The King book, what is this? What about this? There are all sorts of books here. These titles don't have any rhyme or reason to them. Huh? This book, it has Shiho's name in the title. Wait, it's not just this one. All the books here are about female students. On to Kamiki, the charming doll. Holy shit. What the heck is this?
Joker.
You know, we found a book earlier, didn't we? Ain't this a good place to use it? Yeah, let's use it.
Hey.
Yeah, if we try putting a book on this shelf, something might happen. Probably the Queen book, right? It's got An. An was the princess, but that's about as close as we can get. I think there's another one. Yes, there's another one over here. Let's see. The history of Kamoshida. Tracing Kamoshida's steps, Kamoshida's heroisms, Kamoshida's law. What the hell? All these goddamn books are about Kamoshida. Obviously the King book, because he's the king of the castle after all. That's why we gotta punish the king. And there's one more right here. Let's see, what do we got? These are names of the volleyball team members. Wait, what the hell? All the titles are boys from our school. Ryuji Sakamoto, the vulgar ape. There's one here for Skull. That bastard, who the hell does he think he is? Definitely the Slave book. I love Ryuji, but he's no beefcake. And of course, secret passageway. What do we got? What does this open up? Whoa, it opened up. You got it, Joker. Just take a look inside.
The hell is this room? There are tons of pictures of Suzui in here. Wait, it's all pics of her?
I was taking a drink. Are you gonna be okay, On?
Yeah. Thanks. If anything, I feel even more motivated to do this now.
I'm sure it'll feel awful, but we should search this room. There has to be something in here if he was hiding it with such an elaborate trick.
Alright, what do we got? There is something over here. Is this the other half of the map? Maybe? No, it's a medal.
Is this a medal?
Well, it has to be important. He went through all the trouble to hide it here after all.
I guess we'll take it then.
Wait, there's something under the medal too.
It's a different map from the one we have. This is lucky. Let's take it with us. Aha! Our map's complete now!
So is it gonna tell us where the treasure is?
Yeah, look. It has to be here.
That's a weird shaped building. Could it be a tower or something?
Considering our current position, I'd say we're about halfway there.
Alright, let's hurry over there.
No. Now that we know how much we have left, we can calculate the best way to pace ourselves. Let's keep exploring, but take breaks when you need to, Joker.
Alright. With that, let's head out of here. Just kidding. Just kidding. We got a dude. He saw us. Hey, what are you doing here? Damn it. Of course they spot us now. If we want to head back, we have to go through this guy. Time to make a path. No, not the purpley bubbles. Not the purpley bubbles.
Oh, is that?
What's up with that one? It's mumbling to itself, but it's not making any moves.
Be careful. If my prediction is correct, that one's a bit problematic for us.
Alright, and I'll go take care of it.
Just be careful.
What the hell?
It started moving after we attacked it. Looks like it's exactly what I expected. Once we take it down... Hey, you two, watch this!
Bicorn go boom. So, these are disaster shadows. It explodes, like Ryuji says.
I'll explain later. Focus on the battle for now.
Is it gonna pop up? Yep, disaster shadows. So basically, if you hit it, it'll counter and possibly perform an additional attack. It will drop an item when defeated and then explode and will deal damage to surrounding shadows. The more damage you deal to kill it, the more damage the explosion will do. So we just gotta clean up these two, and then some more should spawn, and I know this because, again, I just played this, and I hate myself.
From earlier. It's probably best to take it down fast by striking its weakness and getting it to blow up.
Yeah, so Morgana is basically just saying, whack it so that you don't mess it up. Is Ryuji next? I'm gonna risk it. I think I can just whack these two and then have Ryuji... Right? Ryuji's next. No, how do I... There we go. So I should just be able to gun these two, and then... So if you down one of... No, I pressed the wrong one! It's okay, I get one more. If you down a disaster shadow, they won't attack that turn. So typically it's easy to just hit them with a weakness and then pick up the kill the next turn, because you get one more. As you can tell, it deals a lot of damage. So that's the end of that tutorial. Just another tutorial, and we get a ton of items, and Ryuji gets a level up.
This is amazing.
I've never seen a shadow get that intense. I call those scary ones disaster shadows. They're really scary, but so long as we handle them right, we gotta be able to make use of them, right? Right, if we run across any more of those, I say we focus on them first. I agree. Oh, know what? We never ended up using that weird bodybuilding book. Oh yeah, the one with the muscle secrets bullshit. Yeah, I wonder why we haven't used it yet. Well, I get what you're saying, Panther, but our focus right now should be on pushing further into the palace. If you get a hunch on where this book goes, let us know, okay, Joker? Alrighty. So it is finally time
Bad news.
to take on this guy. Maybe? I'm just gonna sneak past him.
Joker.
If we activate this device, we should be able to open the door. Let's use the metal. Looks like it just fits in right there. I hope that guy doesn't spawn behind us. Usually when you get a cutscene,
All right.
or you get into battle, enemies will despawn, and it looks like it did spawn behind me. Enemies will despawn just so that you don't get, like, jumped by a bunch of things, but it looks like that wasn't really the case here. I'm gonna wait on that. I'm gonna go into this safe room, just so I unlock it for fast travel, and I don't do anything stupid. I'm gonna save. This is where I saved last time before I realized everything was messed up, and I'm gonna keep going. I took a break last time, but I'm kind of working through things a little bit quicker now that I know what I'm doing. Okay, I hate this room so much. I always thought there should be something in here, and I've never been able to find anything. And it just seems like an empty square room where there should be something, but there is something in the next room that is kind of important. I'm good on health, so I should be okay. Make sure you're good on health.
Joker.
Hold on, Joker. This place is huge, yet there are no guards. That seems suspicious. But the treasure's up ahead, right? We don't got a choice but to keep going. Guess that's true, but we need to make sure we're ready for whatever might be ahead. What do you think, Joker? Should we continue onward? So this is your option to go back and heal. I'm ready to go. Let's go.
Wait, was that the gym?
I get it. The gym's some kind of holy place for him. He's a god there.
I can't believe he can think like that. Especially after what he did to Shiho.
God, that bastard makes me so freaking sick. Just you wait, Kamoshida.
I see. So you're the ones who tampered with the library. It seems my time waiting here has paid off. Just as that ape there said, this place is a holy ground for our great king Kamoshida. It is preposterous for miscreants like yourselves to come waltzing in like this. You will pay for foolishly defying King Kamoshida with your lives.
I knew this would happen. Well, we don't have a choice. Let's take it down.
All right, looks like we get a bit of the mini boss. Okay, so it's charging, so this will deal...
He's trying to do something. It's important to guard if you think you're in danger.
So like Morgana said, you can guard. You'll be protected temporarily from being knocked down and from ailments. If you think an enemy will perform a powerful attack or target your weaknesses, guard. So, this is scary. This is actually really scary. So does On have Tarunda yet? I don't think anybody has... Jeez. So Charge will have the next attack deal more than double damage, so I need to nerf this thing, or debuff, or whatever you want to call... Did that not work? Am I stupid? I need to deal with this as soon as I can. Garu, I guess? Doesn't resist. Can I get a crit? Is that what I need to do? Just fish for stuff? Oh, God. I think you resist fire, so I don't want to do that. You're gonna whack somebody? Yeah, that checks out. I love the music in this game. I am gonna try so hard not to sing. Do I have any... I do. Do I want to use this now? I feel like I do. Yeah. I think you get 5 from the DLC. All the DLC items are like multiples of 5. So as long as I stay above that, I should be fine. I do have the minus attack. I didn't get to use the minus defense on Joker, but I did get to heal Morgana, which might be helpful. I think I just got to start. Okay, I missed. That's awesome. Heavenly Punisher is composed, so I think this is my opportunity to Raccoon to you, which will make things easier. Maybe gun is the way here? That did an okay amount. Oh my god, you missed! That's one of the bad things about Ryuji. He doesn't have the best agility, so sometimes he just misses. Okay. Oh, does the Taruna run out this turn? I can use it again to extend it. What do I do here? What do I do here? What do I do here? Oh my god! Okay, I'm gonna Tarunda again, just to make sure. Yeah, attack decrease extended. I'm gonna heal up Ryuji. I don't think it'll make a difference. I think he's gonna one-shot everybody just because I'm on hard. Maybe I can get a crit here. Nope. Why would I? Not enough. Okay. I think I can pick up the kill here. 6. Is that going to be the best? 7? That might be... This looks like it's going to deal the most damage. I think I can... Oh, crap. Crap. I'm going to bomb a life on... So it's important to use items. You should not be stingy with items in a Persona game. Like, you're giving them for a reason. Use them. God, Skull, come on, dude. Yeah, don't be stingy with items. Use them during bosses. Use them during mini-bosses. That's why they're there. There we go. Okay. That can be tricky, because early game, this can be kind of a tricky game. That's all right. Damn it. Didn't realize those things could be that tough. Yeah, it looks like he's making a concerted effort to stop us now. Joker, I've helped you learn a few different things so far, but there's no more time for lessons. I'll compile some more info. Okay, he's just going to put some things in tutorials. Nothing crazy there. Oh god, crap, more of them. What should we do? Head back? No, the treasure is definitely up ahead, and there has to be a path to it somewhere. See anything you could maybe zip to? Keep your eyes sharp. Yep. And just us make it. Just Joker. Nobody else. That's it. Just us. Oh, wait. Just kidding. Phew, that was close. Good going, Joker. That was some expert grappling. And now we can investigate this area. Let's get to it. Yeah, I mean... You know, who needs a grappling hook? Just me. So there are some items up in this area that I'm going to go ahead and grab. I think there's one down here. Please?
There's a treasure chest.
Yeah, there we go. Baptismal water. I guess... Kamoshida's religious? He really seems like a nice, quality religious man, you know? Really embracing those awesome values. And there's another treasure chest over here. Alert capsule. I'm pretty sure that's a palace item that you can use to lower the security level, but we're at 0% right now, so we don't really need to do anything. If you want to go down and fight those enemies, be my guest. I don't really want to do that because I am running low on SP. And we still have quite a ways to go. Is this something? Nope. I am stupid. That's okay. There is something over this way we can see, though. Huh? What the hell is that?
How suspicious.
Looks like we might have found some. Let's check it out, Joker. I agree. What do we got? Looks like a zip point that we can use our grappling hook. There's definitely something fishy over there. There's vines growing on the door, too. Yeah, by the looks of it, no one's been in there for a long time. I wonder what's over there. Should we take a closer look?
Joker.
Hey, Joker, do you see that handle-like thing at the top of the arch? You might be able to get to the other side if you use that grappling hook. Yeah, let's see what we got here. Looks like overgrown stuff is all over this door. Weird. Push it open. Something on a pedestal, I guess.
This room seems different from everywhere else we've seen so far.
Yeah. And there's something super suspicious over there.
That's... Come on, follow me.
All right, what does Morgana have to say?
What is this?
Just what I thought. A will seed.
What is a will seed?
Palaces are locations that grew distorted from their original forms due to their rulers' cognitions. When such distortions coalesce into form, this is the result. I call it a will seed.
Distortions coalesce into will seeds?
Should I try explaining that again?
Just forget it. That's a will seed. Moving on.
So, what do we do with it?
We take it. It may not be as prized as a treasure, but it's still quite the rare find. Making it ours will only do us good. I think.
Is it really okay to take it?
Nothing shitty better happen when you take it. Like some trap going off, or we all end up cursed.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll give it a try. Might as well. Hey, it's a skull just for skull. And we get our first will seed. Very dramatically, the red lust seed.
Nice. The will seed is ours.
I guess nothing happened?
There are more of these around here somewhere. As far as I can tell, there are 2 of them left.
Huh? How can you tell? You smell them or something?
Yeah, like how dogs can... Oh, but you're a cat.
I am not a cat!
Let's just keep going. Stop arguing. Sorry, Morgana. We got stuff to do.
I just seem like a cat.
All right, and with that, we do get will seeds. This is a new addition to Royal. There are locations within a palace where the palace ruler's cognition is concentrated. Due to the cognitive distortion at these locations, items called will seeds will appear. There are 3 will seeds in each palace. When you obtain a will seed, you will recover a small amount of SP. Use R to open the map. Okay, so like the tutorial said, we do get SP back from that, which is why they are useful to use. That's not that's not the button I wanted. But beyond that, they also give you an item if you can collect all 3, which is very, very helpful. So there does look like there's an enemy in this room. I don't think there's an item in here, but I'm gonna go ahead and check just in case. There is, I'm just gonna run for it. So, looks like we can go, okay. I think there's a strong enemy down here, yes. But there is a chest. I'm gonna go for it, I'm gonna go for it. Ah!
Oh!
We can use a lockpick. Please don't kill me. Please despawn. Please despawn. Please, guilty whip. Give it to An. Yes, give it to her.
Okay.
Oh god. Oh no. Oh no, this is bad. So, this is what happens when you get ambushed by enemies. If an enemy takes your party by surprise, you may find yourself at a disadvantage at the start of a battle. in this situation, not only will the enemy gain a preemptive attack, but you will also be unable to escape the battle. And we get the Savage Enemy, which is what I've talked about. Oh god, I'm scared. Please don't kill me. Okay. We've got 2 Pixies, which I can definitely handle. And those will be helpful for 1-mores. I can definitely boo for you. So this is, I guess, since we're here, I can go ahead and give a bio. This is Bareth. Bareth is the 28th demon in the Ars Gotia. Yes, that is a thing, apparently. It's basically like, I don't know, a list, an encyclopedia of demons. He is a Duke of Hell who burns people with bad manners. What else? He is derived from Baal Bareth, a Canaan god who before... What does my note say? Canaan god before becoming a Christian demon. That's what it is. So it's kind of an evolution of a character, I guess. So that's Bareth. In terms of stats, Bareth is very, very good if you can get him right now. Probably the best physical attacker, at least, that you can get right now. However, like the tutorial said, it's going to be tricky to get right now. You have to... Crap, On's down. You have to basically weaken them, and not like a down, like a 1-more weaken. Like you have to. It's kind of complicated, so it's hard to negotiate with Savage Demons just because. Do I risk this? I think I do. Because it's just risky. They're strong. They've got different properties. But if you can manage to get him on your team, he's going to be really helpful. I mean, 9 strength right now is very good. He does get Crisis Control, which lowers the amount of damage you take from weaknesses, which there aren't a lot of ice enemies right now other than Silky. I think Silky's the only one. But yeah, super, super good persona for right now. Would definitely recommend using Bareth if you can pick him up. He does get Power Slash, which deals medium damage at level 13, which is very good. And like I said, he's tough to get. So if you can manage to snag him, definitely use him a lot, but man, he's hard to get. So let's see, where do we end up? We're on the old castle roof. We're up on the roof now, okay. What do we got?
You notice?
Hey, take a look at that. Oh, that matches up with the map. There's no doubt that's the tower we're headed for. So the treasure's up there. Hell yeah, we did it. So, where's the entrance? Looks like we got a lot of enemies. Ugh, not again. It's no surprise that security would be tight around here. But as they say, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Let's go, Joker. So, I am going to avoid these guys. I do not want to deal with them. I think there's a few things down there that you can snag. Nothing really worth it, in my opinion. I mean, there's some boxes that we can break, but I'm just going to go up here. I should probably get into other bios that I've kind of fallen behind. Up next is Silky. So, if I can skim to it. Silky. Like I said, Silky's pretty good. Really good magic user. Very strong ice user, especially for right now. 7 magic is solid. Background. I guess I can keep going with the stats since I was talking about it. Intense Focus, that trait can help boost Bufu skills. Also gets Dia and Patra. Patra heals statuses, which is very helpful. Yeah, just overall really good persona to have right now. Background, Silky is a Scottish spirit, and the female version of, this is going to sound stupid, Brownies. Brownies is another spirit. What else? It does chores and terrorizes lazy servants, which is just funny to me. I don't know how that ended up being a thing as I kind of run around trying to get back to some of these items that we can snag. Yes, okay. I'm trying to talk and also pay attention to the game and also look at my notes at the same time. It's kind of tricky. It's usually helpful, but can sometimes be mischievous. So that's Silky. Up next is Kelpie, another E-sounding ending persona. Kelpie comes from Celtic mythology. It haunts rivers and lakes in Scotland and Ireland. It would lure people into the water, drown them, and then eat them, which is just delightful. It's so great to hear that this is now our buddy. kids would ride on its back, and then once on, its skin would become adhesive and it would kill them, which again is just lovely. Stat-wise, it's a decent all-arounder. It has Garu and physical attacks. Striking weight does help with physical skills, but again, we unlock traits later down the line. Yeah, so that is Kelpie. And as we kind of move towards here, there is a chest down here, but I think I'll go ahead and get into the next persona on my list, which is Succubus. So, Succubus is the female version of Incubus, which we just saw, and is basically the same thing, but for the opposite gender. It will sleep with men, and Lilim and Lilith are also considered succubi. Kind of the same idea. It was used to kind of explain sexual fantasies in medieval Europe, kind of stuff like that. Stat-wise, also kind of similar to Incubus, where they're in this weird niche spot as we get our second will seed. It kind of deals with statuses and ailments, which is not great for Joker, just because you've got so many options with Joker that you should really be doing damage. It does get Dakaja, which negates all buffs for enemies at level 10, which is very good. It gets Mudo, which is insta-kill skill, which I think is the first one that you can probably get at level 12. But those are very SP expensive, and they're also a little inconsistent. It does have a good magic stat, though, so if you can fuse it, I guess at this stage there's not a lot of options. You can go ahead and use it, I guess, but we've got some dialogue. What's going on? The distortion is getting stronger. The treasure has got to be nearby. I'm like 90% sure there's a safe room nearby here. Please. So, where are you? Huh? What's this? The hell? Is it a trap? Could be a hidden room. Let's check it out, Joker. I'm going to wait until I can find that safe room. There should be an enemy right here, which I'm a little worried about.
Treasure chest. Let's open it.
Hello? Can I please ambush? There we go.
Show me your true form.
So it looks like I only have a few more bios left. We do have Succubus here. Let's see if I can pick up its stats. See what it's weak to. It is weak to wind, which Morgana can take advantage of, right? Yeah. And let's see if we can get some negotiation and get Succubus to join us. Lend me your power. You want to talk? As if. I won't lend my power to someone that's super lame. Looks depressed. Go easy on it. Hey, that really hurt. Oh, what if this leaves a scar and it's permanent? Oh, well, I'm sorry. Wait, are you doing this to get my attention? Well, too bad. I'm not giving it to you. Why are you so interested in me anyway? I'll go out with you for today if there's no strings attached. No strings attached. It doesn't matter how it goes in the beginning. What matters is what happens next. I don't really know if I want to sleep with a succubus. That doesn't sound very good. I don't want to die. But we do get succubus. Who am I going to replace? I don't... Do I have another fire persona? I do. I have Kate Sith. I'll get rid of Jack-o'-lantern. Wait. You do have Raccoonda. I will get rid of your buddy, Incubus. We don't have too many persona slots right now, which is a little unfortunate, but it is what it is, you know? Also, where is that safe room? But I do need to pick up this treasure chest. It's another locked one. Huh, it's locked. Let's open it up. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? It is a bead. Awesome. Just like Mardi Gras. But let's... Oh, Lord.
So let's be cautious.
I'm gonna try my best. Okay, interesting. This looks like, yeah, this is a safe room. I'm gonna go here so that I don't mess things up, and I'm going to save and take a bit of a break because I've been doing this for a while.
Let's do it.
And I will be back in a little bit. Alrighty, I'm back. So let's get back to this. We are up in the tower. If there is an enemy right here that I would at least like to avoid. Just kidding, I guess I'm gonna ambush it. Ah, god damn it. Alright, what do we got here? So we got Bareth. I know you're weak to ice. do I just want to leave? I think I just escape right now. I'll go through this. We'll see how we do. Obviously I can't even negotiate because he's higher level than me. I guess at this point I can go through some other bios that I still have. Up next would be Eligor. So this is another one of the stronger shadows that's going to be really difficult to get. However, if you do manage to level up and get him, oh boy, those stats. Yeah, this is very, very strong for this point in the game. It's really unlikely that you're going to be able to get Eligor. But again, if you do manage to, you're going to wreck some things very, very easily. And where is this door that I'm looking for? Okay, it's over there. So, Eligor, very strong, crazy strong physical attacker. Especially for right now, you do get double fangs, which is light physical damage twice, which is great. You also get a bunch of great resist. You resist gunfire and curse. You also, I mean, look at those stats, just so much strength. Thermal conduct is good if you want to do burns. He doesn't get a ton of magic stuff, but if you're level 16 and you get him, you need to use him very quickly. And we just took a woman elevator to go downstairs. So we've got a bunch of treasure over here. So let's go ahead and grab this real quick. And then if we look here, there's a painting. What the heck? This is disgusting. Either way, it's kind of strange that this would be our dead end. Well, let's check it out. Giant portrait. And now, we pop out, and we are back at the main entrance, where Ryuji had his awakening. Huh, this looks familiar. See entrance hall. Have you already forgotten? Didn't realize we'd end up here. Hey, look, there used to be tons of soldiers wandering around, but I don't see any of them now.
Actually...
Yep. So there are a bunch of shortcuts that you can create throughout the course of exploring a palace, and this is one of them here. I think there's a chest around here, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe? I guess I was wrong. But we can go ahead and unlock these real quick. Just in case you do need to travel around the palace. There's no real need, just because you do have the safe rooms that you can warp between. But regardless, I guess I didn't really do the background for Eligor now that I'm thinking about it. So, Eligor is the 15th demon of the Ars Gotia. He is a fallen angel, and his horse, the Steed of Abigor, was a gift from Beelzebub and created from the remains of one of the horses of the Garden of Eden, which is sick. He's also a strong warrior commander and very skilled in magic. So with that out of the way, now that I speed ran this, we can pull this lever, now that we got the gears turning, kind of in that room that we just visited, and head way, way down. And where does this lead us? Where does this lead us? Alright, there's a bunch of pictures of Kamoshida there.
Joker.
We got a bunch of interesting things over here. Looks like we got a strong enemy there. Hey, over there! That viney door, we probably need to get in there, but it's guarded pretty well. Right, again, I can sense a wheel seed beyond the door, but it's gonna be rough going. So, the final will seed of every palace is guarded by a very powerful demon. So I'm gonna heal up and go ahead and take this bad boy on. Looks like this one's extra tough. Joker, we doing this now? We sure are. There you are. You're not taking another step.
What?
Guess we'll have to just step on you for... Okay, let's do this. You love to hear it. You love to hear it from on... Ah! It's coming. Why did you have to say that? Oh my god, not the penis monster. Oh boy. Some of the designs of this game... they are interesting. It looks like it resists a lot of stuff. Torn King of Desire stares it on. Huh. I'm gonna guard with her real quick. Maybe lunge? You weak to physical?
don't see a weakness.
I guess we just gotta whack it until it dies. Do I have a physical skill? I do have lunge, 5 strength. Looks like Kate Sith is probably our best bet. Salt dive. Oh my god. That's not good. I guess I'll use an item on her. So this guy is not really weak to anything. You can use physical attacks, but that also means that he's going to be weak to status ailments. Do I want to do minus defense? I think I'm just going to start cool. Actually, Tarunda might be helpful. So maybe On doesn't die every turn. That'd be ideal. Okay. I guess I can heal with On. That'd be good. Anyway, so I mean, I've talked about how much I love this first arc of Persona 5, and it's so well done. Like, Shiho's suicide attempt is so good. The Fallout is great. Kamoshida is such an amazing villain, like, right off the bat. This first arc is so well done. And it sets the tone for the game just so well. You know, you're coming off that casino part, and then you come here, and you've got, you know, this incredible first arc. And it's such an amazing start to my favorite game. It has Dia? Oh my god. That's okay. We're okay. I think I just whack you. And then, like, I love all of the characters in this game so much. Like, On, Ryuji. And I know people like to, I guess, kind of shit on Morgana, but I even like Morgana. I honestly like him more as the game goes on, so, you know, it's such a breath of fresh air from Persona 4, where it's just such a slow start, even with the setting of kind of a serial killer murder mystery. You know, it's such an awesome opening. And the voice acting is great, and like the UI is it's so slick. Like, every single menu in this game is just a work of art, and like the music is amazing, the opening animation is awesome. Like, I mean, how can you just not fall in love with this game like the first 5-10 hours? It's such top-notch game design. And with that, we have the third will seed. It's a blue one this time. I think this is the third one that we got. Should be, yeah, because we had the boss. And we should have a nice little animation that plays. It's all 3 of them. And they fuse, and we get Crystal of Lust. So, every time you get all... Whoa, what the hell was that? It got all... I don't even know how to describe it. Come on, Mona, you never told us what these will seeds will do. So that's what happens. I never expected... I mean, I never expected anything less than that to happen. Yeah, so you had no clue either.
No.
Oh, who cares about the details? What really matters is the power I'm sensing from it. Maybe it could give us an upper hand somehow in the future. Wait, we're just taking it? I'm not totally sure that's a great idea.
Listen up.
A Phantom Thief makes use of any available tool to accomplish a mission. Who knows what we'll find next? If we find ourselves in a situation where this could be useful, let's see what it can do. I agree. You never know what's going to be useful in a palace infiltration. So, if we go to our equipment, that's Personas, and take a look. Morgana, maybe? Accessory. Crystal of Lust, we get Diorama. That... Details? Restores medium amount of HP to one ally. So, in case you can't tell, Dia is the... kind of healing, I guess, name for skills. So Agi is fire skills, Zio is electric skills. They kind of follow a formula. It does take a while to kind of get used to all the names. I mean, I've got, at this point, probably like 400 hours in this game, as well as playing Persona 3 Portable, Reload, Persona 4 Golden, and sometimes even I still forget names, especially for like the debuffs and buff skills. I just, for the life of me, cannot remember which is which. You get the hang of it. They don't have kind of the memorable names of like Flamethrower, Ice Beam, Thunderbolt, themes like that. But, you know, at least you can tell what they're supposed to be based off of what they're called. And now that we take this bad boy up, I guess I can get to more bios. One that I haven't done yet is Kate Sith. So, Kate Sith is, its background is an Irish and Scottish fairy that takes the form of a cat. Its name literally translates to fairy cat, and it can speak human, and it chooses to kind of go between the human and cat worlds. And if I can not get hit by this guy, I can explain this. It chooses to kind of go in between the human and cat worlds just because it can, and it can speak different things. And it also served as the model for Puss in Boots. In terms of stats, it is a pretty good mixed attacker. It does get some other skills that are nice. It gets Medea at level 9. It's just kind of a solid all-arounder. So very, very, very cool choice. And what else do we have here? So we've got a new enemy up here. I think you're weak to gun damage. Yes, you are. You're level 9, so I can't actually do any negotiation yet. But I guess we can get into the bio for it. This is Angel. Looks a little weird for an angel. At least that's what I always thought. I personally love the SMT5 redesign of it. I think it looks so much better, but you know what an angel is. It's a servant and messenger of God. They are the closest of the types of angels, and they're also the closest, at least, representation to a human. So they are often depicted as a human with wings and halos, and you've all heard about biblically accurate angels, and this is obviously not that kind of design. In terms of stats, you get light skills, which is something that I don't think we've seen yet. I think this is the first instance of it. Angel also gets Takunda, which negates all debuffs for the party at level 12, which is nice, and does have a nice little magic stat, which can be very, very nice. So yeah, I think that is all of the Persona bios for Kamoshida's Palace. If there's one that I'm missing, maybe I'll add it into post. Oh god, I messed up. Please don't kill me. Okay, we're all good. But yeah, so that's all the bios, and it's nice to get through these. I hope I didn't mess any of them up. I hope I didn't do any repeats. This is something that I just wanted to do because there's so much like background inspiration for these characters. There's so much... No, I died. I hate myself so much. Oh, I gotta go back to the last save. I screwed that up. That's so much time wasted. Well, I'll be back. Okay, I'm back, and I did not die to that enemy this time. So, with that little detour out of the way, I don't even remember what I was talking about. I think I was talking about Persona bios, but, you know, like I said, I think there's so much cool design philosophy, and there's so much, I guess, freedom that you can do with different builds and things once we get further along into the game that I felt that it'd be cool to kind of do bios over each different Persona because there's a lot. So let's go here. Oh god. Whoa, that was close. Wait, what is this? It's a classic security measure. My tail might be in danger if we try to force our way through. Oh yeah, same for Panthers. So what are we gonna do? No way we're getting through here as is. Well, let's take a look at this.
Hey, look.
Yo, you think this controls those swinging things? I guess the jaw isn't the key. There's no reaction. Well, what now? I didn't think it'd be that easy. We'll probably need some kind of key for it. We gotta look for a key again? What a pain in the ass. Where would it be, though? There weren't any suspicious rooms on the way here.
Joker.
What do you think, Joker? Maybe an enemy has one? That probably would be the most likely scenario. An enemy? You mean one of them shadows that's roaming around?
No way, man.
Dude, how many of them do you think there are? We can't beat the crap out of all of them. The key is for this tower, so it would have to be one of the shadows around here. On top of that, it would have to be a relatively high-ranking one.
Yes!
And then we just need to look for the shadows like that and defeat them. Let's do this, Joker. We need to find the shadow with that key. I agree. Can we go this way? I don't think we can. No, not yet. Okay, so we need to go find another key. And it sounds like we need to find a high-ranking one. I wonder how we're going to be able to find like a captain or something. Maybe it's the red ones? I don't want to get spotted. And I know there's a chest right there. I'd like to snag that. So let's be careful. If I could not get spotted, that'd be ideal. There we go. Relax, chill. I'm going to try to sneak past people, because like Ryuji said, we can't really beat the crap out of everybody. At least not right now. Hide there. Just trying to jump back and forth between cover. I know this is a problematic spot from my previous playthroughs. Let's try to get into cover real quick. This looks like an important enemy, so let's ambush them. He's kind of got that that tail on the top of his cap, or the helmet. So this is Eligor. This is one of the personas I was talking about that is very, very strong. And I'm a little scared because you're level 16 and I am level 8. Oh boy, this could get problematic real quick. I do know that you're weak to Zeo skills. If I could clean this up without giving you a chance to attack, that'd be awesome. But like I said, yeah, if you can somehow get Eligor, whoo, man, you're going to be set for a while. So that does half. I guess I'm just going to have to risk it. You're next. No, I'm next. I guess I risk it at this point. Do I think I might be able to pick up the kill. Just kidding. I don't have any Zeo skills. Do I have an item, maybe? That's DLC. I'm not going to use that. Okay. I'm going to go for a sleep, see if I can skip this turn, and then get a technical next time. Who's next? He's next. I don't want to risk waking him up. I'm just going to guard. Good. Okay. So we can Zeo. He's weak, so this is going to guarantee an all-out attack. How do I not have any Zeo skills on Joker? That's the thing that you do need to be aware of. Like, you should always have as many skills for Joker as you possibly can, at least covering all the different elements or affinities, just because that's kind of his thing. I think I can kill from here. I feel like I can. Silky might be my best bet. 7? Yeah. I think this plus Morgana will probably kill. Yeah, for sure. As long as I don't miss. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Like I said, early game personas, it could be a little tricky just because you don't have a lot of options. And especially now when we're kind of running out of SP and trying to get things going. Randy Right-Eye. Okay. Hey, that shadow did have something, but what the hell is this? An eye? Oh, I just figured it out. It must be how we stop the scythes. Oh yeah, now that I think about it, the statue didn't have any eyes. How much grosser can he get? So this is going to stop those things, huh? Well, we'll need one more. Another guard captain probably has it. Let's try checking the other floors, Joker. Okay. So, maybe we go down one? Maybe there's another one over here. Those are 3. Crap, they all look like the high-ranking soldiers. Are we going to have to beat all of them? That would work, but there should only be one actual guard captain among them. Do you have any way to tell them apart, Joker? I think you, of all people, would have the skills to figure out which one is the real one. Maybe we could use Third Eye, because it has the levels. Looks like they're gone now. I'll leave our next move up to you, Joker. Okay. So it looks like we've got to play a game of Guess Who. I am going to use some of the SP recovery items we've gotten just to top myself off and Morgana off a little bit. I do want to make sure we have enough SP to get through some of these fights. So you don't have to take them all on, but I found that it's just easier to, because this room can get a little claustrophobic, and if you're trying to move around and ambush one and not the others, sometimes you do just kind of end up getting caught. Plus, these aren't the hardest enemies, so if you ambush like one of the weaker ones, it's just going to be a normal fight. It's not going to be like you're fighting another Eligor and then another one and then another one. It's not too bad. So I'm just going to go ahead and take these out.
The baton pass made you stronger.
So if you guys have any, I don't know, tips or tricks or like criticisms of this playthrough, I'd love to hear them down in the comments, just because I am super new to this. This is really the first time I've done something like this, and it was something that I wanted to do just kind of out of curiosity and I guess, again, a passion project. But I did have somebody leave a comment a few days ago basically saying like, hey, you know, the game volume is a little low when only they're talking, like once I go silent, because I'm not always talking. I like to keep, especially if they're like explaining important story bits or important like just game mechanics, I like to generally stay silent during those, just in case you want to hear that sort of stuff. But, you know, when I go quiet, I don't bump the game volume up to kind of match where I was, so that was a good thing that I hadn't realized, so thank you to the person who commented on that. That's a nice little thing, but if you've got anything else you need to say, I'd love to hear it. You know, I want to improve this series. I kind of want to make it, I guess, kind of a very definitive version of this game. I want to show just about everything that you can, all the different endings, all the different... there are dates that we can go on later along the line. I want to show all of those. So, if you've got any recommendations for, like, cool little tidbits here and there, whether it's kind of in-game or even on, like, the developmental side of things that Atlus did, you know, I'd love to hear so I can share that with people. And we can see a little latch point for this. And if we wait... we should be able to ambush. Yep, there we go.
Reveal your true form.
But yeah, you know, I love this game so much, and if there's more of it that I can show... God, another one of these? Oh, he's talking.
That shadow has a lot of health. This'll be a pain. Joker, I taught you how to strike your opponent's weaknesses, right? If you could blind it or put it to sleep, you'd have an easier time doing real damage to it.
So this is Technicals. This is new for Persona 5. So performing a special attack on an enemy with a status ailment will make it a technical. This increases damage dealt and may knock down the enemy. Various conditions are required to perform a technical. These conditions will be displayed on the skill list. Basically, if the enemy has a status, you can match certain types of attacks. Like, if they're asleep, any attack will trigger a technical, and that will do considerably more damage, and it will also have a chance to knock down the enemy, like if you struck its weakness. So it's very helpful, especially when dealing with enemies with either few weaknesses or later down the line with no weaknesses. So it's an awesome addition that I have really enjoyed with Royal. And yeah. So in case you couldn't tell, these Persona bios are inspired by a certain YouTuber who's no longer, I guess, in good graces, which is unfortunate, but it's how it goes. I like to be as thorough as I can with this playthrough, which is why I'm using 100% guide, which is awesome. If you haven't checked out that PSN Profiles guide, it is really, really, really detailed. Even if you're not using this kind of video series as a guide to help you play through, I would definitely recommend checking that out, just because it's got a lot of really useful information. It's got everything you could basically ever ask for, from good personas to fuse. It's got guides on some special battles later. It's really incredible, and the person who put that together, I think his or her name is Montizu. Like, big shout out to them. It's very well organized, and you know, I did a test run of it just to make sure everything was good. It was perfect. Didn't have any issues with it, so would 100% recommend. We do have the lustful left eye now. Sweet, we got both of those bastards' eyes. Let's go stop those swinging things. I agree, Ryuji. Let's grab this first, though. I do want to hit up the safe room first, just in case I die and something stupid happens. I don't want to have to redo all of this progress again. Just kidding! Just kidding! We are not going to go back. We're just going to wing this, which is kind of how I go about life anyway. If I die, I am in deep doo-doo. Actually, I might be able to get there from here. Yes. Okay. So, would definitely recommend whenever you see a safe room, just go in. It's going to make palace infiltration so much easier so that you don't have to run around trying to redo old stuff, and then you get desperate and you get impatient, and then mistakes happen and you die again, and it's just a snowball effect. So I am going to stay sneaky as I go through this, because I don't want to have to deal with redoing this stuff again. If you're hiding, enemies won't see you even if they're literally on top of you, which is funny because in past Persona games, it's progressively gotten easier and easier and easier to ambush enemies, to the point in Persona 5 it's basically a non-issue of whether or not you're going to be in advantage, unless you do something stupid like me, because I'm not very smart. But let's go ahead and put these eyes back in. We have both eyes now. Try putting them in, Joker. Yeah, let's use them. Pull the jaw, and... please. Do-do-do-do. All right, we can get across. Let's get across. Oh, these are creaking, and that doesn't sound good. Well, let's get this chest. Breath ring. Let's take a look at that. Oh, I forgot to I forgot to equip that when I died and had to go back and do that last boss battle. What is the breath ring? Life bonus. Increases max HP. Let's just go ahead and equip that to Ren, or I guess me, Joker, whatever you want to call it. In case you couldn't tell, if you die, it's a game over. If your party members die, you're fine, you're chilling, so we can really tell who's the important one here. And, okay, so I was thinking, I couldn't remember if this was one of the Personas available in this dungeon, or if it was just a mini-boss. So this is Archangel. I'm a little worried because he does a lot of damage. Anyway, I guess I can go ahead and do a bio of Archangel. So, Archangel is one of the 9 orders of angels. It is a messenger, and they are some of the few that do contact people on Earth. And they are also kind of warriors of the angels. So... They take care of a lot of different things, and it's even thought that Lucifer used to be an archangel before obviously being cast down out of heaven. In terms of stats, very, very strong physical attacker, also a solid mixed attacker. Ooh, do I want to try recruiting the angel? Honestly, I'm kind of worried about that archangel. I'm just going to all attack. Strong physical attacker, decent magic skills. You do get a Bless Null, a block, so you don't take any damage, but you are weak to Electric and Curse, which is a little problematic having 2 weaknesses. But, kind of like some other Personas that we've seen so far, very strong if you can get a hold of it right away. At least right now, if you take your time with this and aren't following this as a guide and spend time to level up, you're probably going to have a pretty good Persona as Archangel, so... yeah, that's kind of it. I think that's actually it for the bios now. I couldn't remember if Archangel was available here or not. I think it's just that battle. Maybe like when you head back down to get the eyes, but yeah, I know there's another shadow like waiting at some point here because I've died to it before. I think it's at the top of this staircase because I just wasn't expecting it. Yeah, I can see it on the mini map. I'm gonna try to not die here because I already died once in this series. I don't want to do that again. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? We got Archangel. Okay, so it's more than just one. I'm just stupid. It happens. It's how it goes. Like I said, not smart. That's why I play video games on YouTube. But that's okay. We're having a good time. We're vibing. We're chilling. This is a long episode. It's kind of my 1.5 times recording this. But if there's a game that I'm going to play this much, it's going to be P5R. But we are kind of getting towards the end of the dungeon. So I do enjoy Kamoshida's Palace. I think it's a good intro to everything. It's definitely... The palaces in P5 are a massive step up from the P3 and P4 dungeons. Like, oh my god. Coming from Tartarus to this was Oh, so nice. So nice. P4 is... They're okay. At least they have theming, but they're really just hallways. But, like, these are, like, actual levels. And they're so well designed. They've got such a great integration between the gameplay and the storytelling. And it looks like we've got a grapple point right here. And a chest.
A treasure chest.
Alright, what do we got? Physical ointment. Lovely. Love to see it. Can't remember what that does. There's a lot of items in this game, and I can't remember all of them. But we can hop up this ass right here. And jump through this window. Okay, we're in. Quiet down, you idiot. Oh, shit, it's Kamoshida.
No.
And a ton of soldiers. How have you not captured the intruders yet? I apologize, my liege.
Okay, let's
I bet he'd never imagine we're in the same room as him. Come on, let's keep moving. I agree. Let's stay low and be sneaky phantom thieves. We are in the throne room, and it looks like the treasure is just beyond this door.
I have something.
This sturdy-looking door is pretty promising. Let's head inside. I agree. That's the treasure? The cloud?
Oh, what is this place? Holy shit! That treasure thing's gotta be in here.
Hey, what is this? It's floating in the air.
That's the treasure. We finally found it.
Are you sure, Morgana?
Just hold on a second. I was planning on telling you more once we made it this far. Simply finding the treasure isn't enough. We'll need to make it materialize before we can steal it.
What do you mean?
Desires have no physical form by nature. Hence, we'll first need to make the real person aware that their desires are in fact a treasure. Once they're conscious that their desires might be stolen, the treasure will finally show itself.
But how do we do that?
We warn them. Tell them, we are going to steal your heart.
So we're gonna send a calling card? Oh, that's totally what a phantom thief would do!
Once we do that, the treasure will appear for certain. I think.
That again? Either way, sounds like it's worth giving it a shot.
Our infiltration route is secure. All that's left now is to pump out a calling card in reality, then come back to take the treasure.
This is it, huh?
Let's do this.
That's the spirit. Once we send out the calling card, there will be no turning back. Just let me know when you're ready. We'll head back to the hideout and send out that calling card.
The infiltration route has been secured. All that remains is to send the calling card. Alrighty. So, that's the end. We've secured our route, so what do we do now? Do you want to head out for today? There's still some things to do.
Oh.
I see. Then let's keep exploring for a bit. So, you don't want to leave right away. I just need to double check something. Stats. That's what I'm looking for. So, you need to be level 9 before leaving the palace. You also need to have 20,000 yen, which I do because DLC. So, once we get back to the safe room, we are going to go into the Velvet Room and do just a little bit of fusion. Just a tiny bit. Can I please jump down? Thank you. Because... Oh, no. I forgot they respawn. That could have been bad.
All right.
Anyway, so we're going to go all the way back to the entrance. And talk to... There it is. So there's always an entrance to the Velvet Room at the entrance of each palace, as well as another area that we will get to in a week or so. I don't remember the exact date that we go there, but there is another metaverse area.
Listen up, inmates.
Looks like Caroline and Justine have something to say. What is it?
We are introducing a new regimen to your rehabilitation in the form of challenge battles. For these trials, we will permit the cognitions of your comrades to fight at your side. Cry your tears of joy. Depending on your results in combat, you will receive some form of compensation for your efforts. Should you prove successful,
There is no doubt that you will be rewarded and strengthened in body and mind.
We've even prepared a special stage for you to undergo this part of your rehabilitation.
Take this opportunity to demonstrate the furthest reaches of the strength you've gained up to now. Should you wish to attempt this at once, we shall oblige you.
Okay, well, we've got challenge battles now. You can access by speaking to the wardens. In a challenge battle, you fight foes with your current party and aim for a high score by dealing as much damage as possible. You'll receive a reward from the wardens based on your score. After the battle, your HP and SP will be restored to their previous levels. However, items consumed won't be returned. If you're defeated, the game won't end. It's challenge battles. We'll get into that more a little bit later. For now, we need to do a couple things. We need to fuse Silky and Agathion to make Barith.
Looks pretty tough.
Select the
So let's do
skills
that.
you'd
I
like to
definitely
inherit.
want to bring through... 11,
Select the skills you'd like
9.
to
I guess we'll bring through Dormina and Dia, I guess. Really not great for Barith. I would have liked to have passed down Bufu, but it is how it is. I'm going to go ahead and skip these animations just because we've seen it before. So we need Barith, because he is of the Hierophant Arcana, and we also need to make sure we have a lover's persona before we leave. So what we can do is we can go
Finished
to
for
register
now,
and
you'd
summon
like to read the
personas.
compendium, registration,
And go ahead and register all just to make
register
sure
this?
we've got them. And then
read
we
here.
can sort by Arcana. These are DLC personas. I will get more into them later. If you have the DLC personas, dear God, don't use them. They break the game. They're free. Like, I can literally just withdraw a level, 90 persona Messiah Picaro. Don't do that. So I need to go to the lovers. If I can get there. I need to withdraw Pixie. It doesn't matter which lover's persona you get as long as you have one. It seems there's another one. I forgot who it is. Maybe Succubus? I don't remember. Regardless, make sure that you have a lover's persona. Make sure you have Barith. And make sure you have at least 20,000
Are
yen.
you finished?
What?
And I think... I'm just checking my notes. Just checking everything. I think that's everything we need.
No slacking off.
Secure the route to the treasure. We've got Barith. We've got a lover's persona, right? I'm not crazy. Yep. And I am going to save here just in case, which I think is always a good idea, just in case there's something in the palace that you need to do or you need to grind more money, you mess something up. And with that, we can finally leave the palace for today.
What do you
After,
wanna do?
God, almost 2 hours. I guess a little bit less for you guys, just because I cut out
All right.
the oh my God, the backtracking from when I died. These guys are also talking, and I just realized I skipped over all of them. So we've secured our route to the treasure. Do you want to get out of here? Yep. And then, okay, all we got to do now is steal the treasure that shows up. Yeah, it's finally time. But we need to send the calling card first. When should we do it? Just hold on. Let's retreat for now, then we can talk more about the stuff at the hideout. Oh, and well done today. Thanks, Morgana. I appreciate all the support. So whenever you get done, you get a nice little infiltration log, and everything that you've accomplished will show up. And since we did basically everything today, everything shows up, which is cool. I'm gonna go ahead and end that there, and it just basically says the exact same thing. We finally secured our route to the treasure. All we need to do now is send the calling card. Hell yeah. But the day is not over. It's evening. Looks like people are talking. I'm glad the subway was repaired so quickly. It's just been one bizarre incident after another this year. Our country's going to hell. Aren't there any honest politicians out there? How can I have hope in a country like this? I don't know. Seems like no matter where you are, people think that. But we are back at Leblon. You did great today. You tired? What does our team have to say? You back home yet? Man, I'm pooped. It hit me like a goddamn ton of bricks right when I sat down. Well, I guess we did walk pretty far in. I'm glad we found that treasure thing, though. So Kamoshida will turn into a good guy if we steal that, huh? Either way, it's up to you when we send the card, Ren. Call us over to the hideout whenever you're ready. Got it. See ya.
The real challenge is coming up. I hope you're ready. Well then.
That reminds me, the home shopping program is airing today. You want to check out the TV? So, every Sunday, we'll get a home shopping program. Hi everyone, it's time to do some shopping, and here's what we've got for you today. Oh, this is the shopping channel that everyone's talking about. Basically, items will come, they gotta ship on a later date, and the program airs on Sunday. There may be some exclusive items that get this. First, let me introduce you to the Spring Awake set. You'll never have the fear of falling asleep again. It comes with 1 caffeine patch and 10 wide-eye drops and 10 hot and sour tea. What an incredible deal. But that's not all we got. Here's our next set, the Share of Spring set. It's great for those who are concerned about their health and stamina. We got the Sakura Mochi and the Spring Fruit Pack and Party in a Can. Oh yeah, Party in a Can. So, we are going to go ahead and buy the Share of Spring set because it does have items that restore SP. So, Share of Spring set. It is almost 6,000 yen, which is a little pricey, but that the SP restoring items is just so helpful early game. And this is the only time you get to buy them. If you don't buy anything on Sunday, the TV program will be done. And like Morgana says, we do have to wait for it to arrive. So,
I'll just add this.
I'm going to save outside of the palace real quick, just to make sure I don't mess anything up. And we finally get to talk to the man with the beautifully smooth voice, Sojiro. And that is why we got Bareth. We need him for that. So let's talk.
Yo.
Hey, you free tonight, aren't you? Care to have a little chat with me? What, it's just some small talk. This may be a good opportunity to deepen my bond with Sojiro. Let's talk.
Yo.
Good, there's a lot of things I want to ask you. I'll clean up, so just wait there. Sounds good, Sojiro.
Hey, how's school? You're not causing any trouble, are you?
Nah, no trouble, not at all.
Good. I've got to report to your probation officer twice a month. It's already a pain in the ass as is, so please don't make me have to write even more crap. Got that? This society is kept in check by laws and authority figures. You can go and get yourself killed if you want, but don't go dragging other people into your mess. The last thing we need is more idiots like you roaming around. What's wrong? Yeah, I'm heading out now. Sorry about that. I know. The usual, right? Okay. I'll see you later. As you can see, I'm pretty damn busy both at work and in my private life. If you could lend a hand, it'd really be a great help.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I'd be glad to.
Now we're talking. Either way, I won't ask you to work for free. If you agree to help me, then I'll teach you how to make the perfect cup of coffee. Not a bad trade, eh?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it sounds interesting, and I'm not really a fan of coffee, but maybe Ren is.
All right. Looks like we got ourselves a deal.
The distance between me and Sojiro seems to be closing slightly.
You may call yourself a phantom thief, but you're still a minor. Someone had to support you. Furthermore, they did so knowing you were a part of that group. Isn't the owner of that cafe an accomplice of yours?
I am thou. Thou art I. Thou hast acquired a new vow. It shall become the wings of rebellion that breaketh thy chains of captivity. With the birth of the Hierophant persona, I have obtained the winds of blessing that shall lead to freedom and new power.
And with that, we've unlocked the Hierophant Arcana, Sojiro Sakura. Right. We also get more EXP due to the Arcana Burst.
I'll be counting on your help.
Sounds good, Sojiro. He's a nice guy, I think. I like him.
I owe you one.
Okay, I'll let you handle the rest. Gotta say, I'm glad you could catch on quick with this stuff. Makes my life a lot easier. Just keep doing what you can. And don't cause any trouble, right? Yeah, I gotcha, Sojiro.
Oh.
Glad to hear it. For today, though, just make sure you lock the place up. And don't go too crazy with the stuff in the shop. You're staying here rent-free, so you should know not to go overboard.
head back.
Alright, see you tomorrow. Sounds good, Sojiro.